Wade getting the nod for officially the number 3 spot by virtue of the fan vote. So Kemba Walker for the Charlotte Hornets. And how cool is that going to be in a place where he's played his entire career in front of his folks there in Charlotte and getting a chance to start in the All-Star game?
I've been blessed to be a starter at home in the All-Star game, and there's nothing like it. And Kemba's been fantastic all year. He don't get a lot of love. We don't show the Hornets ever. Ever. But hey, listen, I'm happy. He's a great kid. He's a hell of a player. Good for him.
I mean, at his size, to be able to dominate the game offensively the way he does, James Harden-like, 25 points a game. Kemba says he's 6 feet, but I would guarantee you he's 5'10", without question. And to get into the lane, the ball handling wizardry, and we talk about Kyrie Irving and Steph Curry's handle all the time. I put Kemba Walker's handle right in there with them and say, let's go at it.
How about that backcourt? Yeah. The handles in that backcourt with Kyrie and Kemba.
And I think he totally got in because of the way he played. These two knuckleheads over here, record this and record that. The guy's a hell of a guard. He's actually playing like.
Yeah, but their record's pretty good.
No, it's not. They're one game under 500.
No, they're in the playoffs. They're in the playoffs.
24, number 7.
They're in the 7th seed.
If you're under 500, it's not winning. Don't even try. Don't even try.
But you can still get in the playoffs.
Sure,
and they are number 7.
Hey, listen,
he's an all-star, and congratulations.
He's in the playoffs if the season ended today.
I'm not taking a Nick. I'm gonna take him.
Let's see how the breakdown went for the fans, etc. So the fans wanted the Greek Freak and Leonard and Embiid. That's what they got. They wanted Irving and Wade, but as we told you, D. Wade just missing out as he finished 3rd. The media. How did the media vote? Greek Freak, Leonard, Embiid, all getting 99 votes. And you saw Tatum, Siakam, and Vucevic. The guards, Irving and Walker. And how did the players vote?
That'd be interesting.
Well, they got it the same way.
Okay, good.
So, Giannis Antetokounmpo, by the way, in the player vote.
They voted the same way, but more votes went to Kemba from the players.
In the player vote.
Because he deserved it.
No, I'm just saying. It was voted the same way, but it was a landslide.
Which player got the most votes, East or West, in the player vote? Who do you think?
Giannis.
Giannis, yes, he did.
Yeah.
He got the most votes.
Yeah,
and also, but the thing that also happens when the players are voting, and again, this 17-page breakdown, you can go through it and see who else.
Some crazy ones.
We'll let you go through.
Who else got votes?
Give some crazy ones.
Kem Birch of Orlando.
Who?
Kem Birch, K-H-E-M, Kem Birch, who's played in 20 games
any way you
for
want
the
to.
Magic.
I have no idea who that is.
Come on, man.
Walter Lemon of the Celtics, who played 5 games last year.
See, they
got a vote.
Joking around.
See, now it's people.
Dante Grantham of
He should have got in. Celtics 30 and 18.
Dante Grantham and Wenyen Gabriel, who have not played.
Guys
played this year.
Walked in here and bit me on the ankle. I wouldn't know who they were.
Why would they bite you in the
ankle? You are allowed to vote for yourself. I don't know that those guys voted for themselves or if a buddy voted for them. But
well, who would bite you on the ankle? Why would they walk in and bite you?
It was rhetorical, fool.
No, but that's not a saying.
Yes,
if they walk me in and slap me on the back of the head, I got it. But walk you in and bite you on an ankle?
What if I just slapped the hell out of you on national television?
I would love to try it.
I have a question for y'all.
Yes, sir.
How do you feel about D. Wade?
Great guy, great player.
But, I mean, now he's relying on coaches to try to get him in. I mean, and look, I know you've always said this is not a Lifetime Achievement Award, but when you come to the end of a career and it is the last year for D. Wade, isn't there part of you that says, boy, it'd be nice to see him at All-Star Weekend?
Well, for me, I don't look at it like that because there's guys who might not, this is why I don't like it, Ernie. There's guys who are only going to make the All-Star team one time in their life. This might be their only time. And Kenny talks about it all the time. He says he had one regret. He never made the All-Star team. Probably the times he deserved it, and they gave it to somebody who was more popular. And listen, we all love Dwyane Wade, but listen, on these reserves, there's some guys I'm pulling for who this might be the only time in their life they're going to make the All-Star team, and that's why I don't like that.
I mean, it'll be nice for the game, nice for the fan, but D. Wade is definitely a Hall of Famer. But what I know about him, he don't want sympathy votes. So I think he would probably say, I'm not playing like the old D. Wade. I'm not playing like an all-star. If I get in, cool. But if he doesn't get in, I don't think he's going to be complaining about it.
Maybe there would be a way to recognize D. Wade at All-Star Weekend.
I think that's what should happen. I think that, Adam Silver, and he's been doing this farewell tour, giving jerseys. How about if every All-Star gives D. Wade a jersey during the game? Because he's been on this farewell tour.
They didn't do that for Charles.
Well, Charles we didn't know he was on a farewell tour. We just thought he was playing bad. So, difference.
Oh, that was nice.
Wait, he got shot in his last game.
Oh, that's true. True,
Did what?
But he made
you
the
run up
All-Star-
and down the court, a sniper got you?
But I just think that we could do something to acknowledge him. I don't know about
Well,
making
Ernie,
it, especially there's some Nets and some
Now, no, we're going to get into all of these
but also,
reserve possibilities in just a
Magics.
minute.
the players didn't vote for him. They don't want to see it. When you put up, he wasn't in the top 5 on the player votes. And I mean, like I said, that's no disrespect. The guy is an all-timer.
But it's a weekend for the fans, isn't it?
It's
you
a
could
week.
put him in a skills challenge.
Yeah, put him in the skills challenge.
So why y'all change the voting process then?
No, Ernie wanted to.
No, but I'm just saying.
Because I think
Y'all also worry about the fans and why y'all
but
switching.
they also worried about the players not being able to vote, and they also worried about the people who cover the game not
It's
being
always
able
been
to.
about the fans. It should always be about
Well,
the
I
fans.
think the media who
I think this combination's good.
Yeah, I think the media who covers the game has a big influence on what the fans think as well. But I also think the players who play the game should have a vote as well. So
Yeah.
it's a
They do.
And
Right,
if
that's why they
if we didn't have the player vote, we never would have said Kem Birch tonight, and we've said it now 3 times.
Please, can we get a
As a
picture
matter
of
of
this
fact.
dude?
Do we have?
I guarantee you, y'all don't have a picture of him.
Yeah. Kemba Walker's coming up next, by the way.
Hey, now, let me ask you a question.
And we have Kemba's reaction to getting the news that he is an all-star starter.
He didn't know. Oh.
I think they kept it pretty tight, pretty close to the vest
That's awesome.
during the most of the day. He made it, well deserved, that's for sure. And when we come back,
It would have been terrible if he was sitting there and didn't make it.
yeah, we will be chatting. We will be chatting with Kemba
Hey, first
Walker.
of all,
Now, I'll tell you, we wouldn't have showed that piece of video.
That's exactly right.
My goodness. I hope you ain't got some guy who didn't make it up there